Hi everyone, so in this video we are going to talk about a beginner's makeup kit. Starting from the basics, if you have no clue about what products you should get. This is going to be a very simplified kit, but along with sharing the products, I'm going to share a lot of tips that are going to be very useful for you, I think. This video can be a little bit long, so let's get started. Starting with skin prep, this is the most important step. It doesn't matter what makeup you are going to wear, natural, full coverage, soft glam, ultra glam. I am going to share a couple of very basic products that you need to apply before applying any kind of makeup. Number one, a moisturizer. Moisturize your skin even if you have oily skin, even if your skin feels comfortable, just clean it and moisturize it. And then we're going to talk about a sunscreen, which can be a little bit optional. I mean, if you're doing a nighttime look, you don't need a sunscreen. So starting with a moisturizer, I really like simple moisturizers, especially if you want to wear a moisturizer under makeup. They sit really well under makeup. Now, I do like a couple of their moisturizers. Number one is this hydrating gel creme, and number two, their hydrating light moisturizer. I think I prefer this over that. It's very lightweight. It can be used by all skin types. Makes your skin feel very comfortable, very hydrated. This is going to make your skin makeup ready. And if you want to use sunscreen after this, it's so lightweight, you can definitely layer a good amount of sunscreen on top of this. It's fragrance free. I will say that this is my perfect moisturizer for summers. Now, finding a good sunscreen is also a task. You want something that doesn't give you white cast, that doesn't pill as soon as you start blending your makeup on top, and is lightweight so that you can apply a few layers of makeup on top of it. Now, some of my favorite affordable sunscreens are linked in the cards, but a brand that really stands out when it comes to making affordable, good quality sunscreens is Aqualogica. A huge thanks to Aqualogica for sponsoring this part of the video. You guys know I've talked about their sunscreens in the past. Their sunscreens are magical and budget friendly. My favorite at the moment is the Radiance Plus Dewy Sunscreen. This has SPF 50 plus, PA+++. This is a fragrance and color-free sunscreen which is very lightweight. It has got radiance boosting niacinamide and watermelon. It's quick absorbing, and the biggest plus point is this has no white cast, literally zero white cast. This is a very hydrating sunscreen, but it's non-greasy at the same time. It feels very lightweight. You can see that dewy finish. Now, there is a trick to applying these kind of sunscreens. You just take your desired amount, spread it all over your face and leave it for 2 minutes. Then you start pressing it into your skin and you will see that there is no white cast. Especially with this one, you will get no white cast, no greasy feel. It's definitely one of the best affordable sunscreens you can get. The sunscreen is available on Nykaa, Amazon and Flipkart. You can also use my code visible on the screen to get a discount. Making your skin look its best is very important before applying any kind of makeup. I mean, if your skin looks good, your makeup is automatically gonna look good. Next is a primer. Now, a primer can be an optional step, but if you have a skin concern, like if you have a lot of pores on your skin, then it can become a crucial step for you. Also, getting a good primer only and only depends on your skin type. If you have oily skin, get a pore minimizing primer or a mattifying primer. If you have dry skin, you can get a moisturizing primer, but you basically have to analyze your skin. So it's summer. A lot of us are going to have very oily skin, sweaty faces. So a couple of primers that I will recommend are these. So this is like just an extra layer for me, but if you have a lot of prominent pores, then I think you should get this Bollywood Filter Primer by Renee. Now, this has got some fragrance, but it does its job. It does its job really well. It is going to give you really smooth skin, does mattify your skin. And another one that I really like, which can be great for combination skin, is the Insight Professional Moisturizing Primer. Now, this is not exactly a moisturizing primer. This does feel silicone-y. It is kind of mattifying and blurring. It makes your skin super smooth and very soft. So these are a couple of primers that I will recommend. I mean, if you have good skin, just skip the primer. Since the makeup kit also includes tools, I want to recommend this brush kit from Mars. I started using this a few days ago and I really like it. Mars has amazing brushes. They are high quality and affordable. This set is the best for beginners. It has all the brushes you will need. I am going to use these brushes throughout the video, so let's get to the products. Now, getting the right foundation actually depends on your kit. It's not necessary that you have to get a foundation. Especially with this whole clean girl wave, we have a lot of other products in the market. Skin tints, BB cream, tinted moisturizers, serum foundations. So I like these kind of complexion products that have sheer coverage. If you're creating a kit for daily use, I will say that you get either a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer. Nowadays, there are BB creams that give you like medium coverage and also tinted moisturizers that give you like medium coverage. One of my favorite favorite affordable BB creams is the Mars BB cream. My shade is 04 Tan. This matches me really well. After application, it does look a little bit more dewy, but it settles into a more semi-matte kind of finish. Other than this, the Dermaco also has a BB cream that I really like, but that's more on the dewy side, so it's not the best for oily skin. Now for me, honestly, foundation is not something that I will have in an everyday kit. Also, I don't have a lot of idea about foundations that are under rupees 500. I mean, I know that the Maybelline Fit Me foundation works for oily and combination skin, but other than that, I can't think of a good foundation under rupees 500. Now let's get to concealer. I will highly recommend that you invest a little bit more in a good concealer, because this is going to cover my dark circles, is going to cover my pigmentation. I think concealer does a lot more than foundation. Now if you're creating a glam makeup kit, you can have a couple of shades of concealer, one for highlighting, one for actually covering the problem areas. But if you're creating an everyday kit, I will recommend that you get a concealer that's exactly your skin tone. The best concealer that I can recommend with an outstanding shade range is the PAC Take Cover Concealer. They have concealers, correctors, and some contouring shades as well. Two shades that I really like are Classic Beige and Baked Brown. Now if you're still confused with concealers, I will say that you check out the swatch video that I did on my concealers. I swatched all of my concealers. I'm going to link it in the cards. Next is blush. Now gone are the days of powder blushes. I mean, I don't see anyone using powder blush. It has just become rare. I have not used a powder blush in months. These days it's all about cream and especially liquid blushes. And I prefer them too, because for me, I feel that cream and liquid blushes last longer. They have a good lasting power. Also they make me look more clean, more glowy, more natural. They just look more natural on the skin. Now I have tried at least 100 cream and liquid blushes till now. So here are a few of my favorites that are easy on the pocket. First is this Inside Blusher. This is just rupees 80. It's very pigmented, definitely something you should try. Then I have the Insight On The Go Blush Stick. Now if you have a little bit more money, you can invest in this. The Swiss Beauty Cream It Up blushes also have an amazing lasting power and they are highly pigmented. Now for setting powder, you can either get a compact or a loose powder, something like this. Now this translucent powder from PAC is really good. I don't recommend very cheap compacts because most of them I feel do nothing. I mean, my skin starts looking oily after minutes of applying them. I mean, I have combination skin, so guess what they are gonna do to oily skin. But this is a powder that I really trust. Now you can use it in a couple of ways. You can use it with a big powder brush like this and apply it all over your face, or you can also focus it in a specified area with a sponge or a puff like this. It performs really well either ways. So yeah, this is something that you should definitely have in your kit. So while editing, I noticed that I missed eyebrows. A couple of products are required: an eyebrow filler and a brow gel. Sometimes I only like using a brow gel, and if you have naturally full brows, I will recommend the same. For eyebrow filler, you can use any pencil with a microfine tip. This one from Nykaa is my favorite. I have like 3 of these. And for brow gel, I have the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. This for me is the best eyebrow gel under rupees 500. Now let's get to the eyes. There are a few eye makeup products that you should definitely have in your kit. First of all, let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. These are not necessary items to have in your kit. I mean, if you're getting an eyeshadow palette, I will recommend that get something that has more neutrals. Definitely a black shade. Now I really like eyeshadow palettes from Mars. They have some amazing budget eyeshadow palettes, and then these ultimate shadow palettes from Swiss Beauty are also good. I use the variant 06 a lot. This has got some brown, some peachy shades, and I think these complement my skin tone a lot, so I do use them. The shades are very blendable. I think this is the perfect beginner's eyeshadow palette. Now other than that, I will recommend a couple of kohl pencils. Number one, a brown kohl. If you have dark brown eyes like I do, you should definitely try a dark brown kohl like this. This one is from Mars. It's the Won't Smudge Won't Budge Kajal. I really like this shade. I'm going to mention the shade on screen. You can see how pigmented that is, and once that sets, it also becomes kind of transfer proof and smudge proof. So I just apply this along my lash line and smudge it out. I really like that look. And then a black kohl is a must have. Again, Lakme and Maybelline have some amazing black kohls. I really like Maybelline's Colossal Kajal. Now if you're a beginner and you have no idea of how to do a wing liner, do yourself a favor, don't start with a liquid liner. I will highly recommend a gel eyeliner and get a very fine brush. Black eyeshadow also works. Black eyeshadow is something that I use a lot, but that can smudge. I don't touch my eyes a lot, so I just use black eyeshadow. Now for mascara, I feel that the Maybelline Colossal Mascara is the best. It comes in a couple of versions, washable and waterproof. I would recommend the Sky High Mascara, but that's a little bit costly. Also, I feel that this has got a better, more volumizing kind of wand. Next, let's get back to the face. And now this is a palette that I want to talk about. If you like your powder products, if you like powder contouring, powder blush and powder highlight, then this is something that you can have. It's from Swiss Beauty. It's just rupees 350 or 370, something like that. And you get 3 shades, a contour, a blush and powder highlight. Now this one is in 02. For me, I love having a palette like this because sometimes cream blushes and liquid blushes can get a bit too glowy. So to set that, I use this blush. The highlighter is also very good. I also like the contour, but I feel that if you're deeper than NC 40 or 42, you won't be able to use this as contour. But yeah, overall, if you like your powder products, you can get this palette. Now this feels exactly like a dupe of the Sugar Contour de Force palette. I do prefer this one, I will say, but this is also very good for the price. Ultimately, we get to a setting spray. This one is from Swiss Beauty. It's their Makeup Fixer Natural. I'll be honest, I don't love the fragrance, but this does refresh your makeup, as you can see. If you don't like powder highlight, or if you've applied too much powder on your face, like it just looks unnatural, you can just spray your face with this and it will look natural. Like you can see, it kind of gives me a highlight. It is something that I really like, but then also I do set all of these areas with a powder. I'm not going to recommend a lipstick. I think you can find that for yourself. I have made a lot of videos on lipsticks, so you can check out my shorts feed, or you can just check out my Instagram page. That's it for the video. Let me know if you have any queries. I really hope that you find this video helpful. If you did, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.